Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be focusing on how to build a full-time income as a football coach. The real reasons most coaches stay broke is that they work late nights and weekends for low pay and they don't manage to get many hours throughout the week. And since no one teaches coaches how you can actually make a full-time income, I'm going to show you how you can make more money so that you can make football a full-time career for yourself. I'm going to teach you how UK coaches can actually earn a full-time living, every income stream that exists, realistic pay ranges that you can expect, how you can stack your income streams to make it a full-time career, and I'm going to give you a little secret that lots of people actually ignore. Now, football coaching isn't like any traditional job. One job isn't going to be enough for your whole career. Only small cases like being an academy manager or a professional level coach will it be enough for one job to cover your whole full-time salary. Football coaching in the UK is mainly part-time roles. Whether that be in grassroots, schools, academies, none of them are really going to pay you enough. And so building a full-time income really comes down to building multiple streams. Now, this can bring more security in that if you lose a role, you still have lots of others to fall back on, but it also requires you to work many hours and it's very intense. But given that you're in the football industry, I assume you like it, and so that intensity won't really translate to a lot of stress, and sometimes you may feel overwhelmed, but because you're in the industry, you're likely going to enjoy the job anyway. Now, to build your foundation, grassroots coaching is where you should start. Typically, you're going to get paid anywhere from £10 to £25 an hour, and you'll usually work around 2 to 3 hours a week with your team. This is really best for experience, but not necessarily for your income. It's going to build trust and practical coaching skills that you can use to leverage to get better roles and higher paying roles in the future. But this is where you're going to build your foundation and your structure to your coaching. Now, school coaching is where you can really stabilize your income. It can pay anywhere from £15 to £35 an hour, or sometimes £70 to £120 a day. These will be regular weekly hours, and it's the early and easiest pathway to just building a steady income whilst being a football coach. It's great exposure to being around hundreds of kids and youth players who are interested in football, and it will help you work out other ways of managing these kinds of personalities and managing different age groups that you can then use and utilize within your that you can then utilize when coaching your own team. Next up is academy coaching. This is where you're going to build status for yourself and not much of a salary really. Pay will be anywhere from £25 to £45 an hour, but you can earn a lot more for lead roles. The drawbacks is that it's mainly part-time and it's also very competitive. If you can find yourself in an academy role, this is going to bring huge credibility and higher demand to your private coaching business. And this is where we can now transition into one-to-one coaching. This is where you're going to earn the highest hourly pay. You can make anywhere from £25 to £60 an hour, and if you're a top coach who has worked at an academy, you can charge anywhere from £80 to £120 an hour, and even beyond that. There is massive demand from parents, especially in footballing hub spots like London and Manchester. If you can get yourself 10 clients per week, you can really build a part-time income. If you're charging, let's say £40 an hour, that's about £400 a week, and then we're looking at £1,600 a month. Now, if we're looking at 20 or more clients a week, now we're looking at £3,200 plus pounds per month. Now you're looking at a proper full-time salary. And one way that you can boost that income is through holiday camps. There's going to be on-seasons and off-seasons during football, and when the off-seasons come about, holiday camps is where you can still maintain a steady income. If you can find academies that run holiday camps, they can pay you anywhere from £100 to £200 a day, and sometimes £400 to £1,000 per week. There's huge demand during school breaks, and this can be a great opportunity for you to grow your brand and attract more players who you can then coach one-to-one for your business once you come back into the season. Now, running your own programs can be a great way of building income. Whether that's development centers, ball mastery classes, girls only classes, futsal or toddlers, there's endless opportunities to make money within football. These group classes can make you anywhere from £3,000 to £15,000 per month. You control the hours, you control the prices, You set the brand and you're in control of the growth. This moves you from a coach to a business owner. Now, here's where the big challenge is. Most coaches wait for someone to pick them or to be accepted into a role after applying. They think that one job is going to solve everything, whether you get a role with an academy or with a grassroots team looking for full-time coaches. Stacking and combining income streams is how you're really going to build any sort of income within this industry. One job is never going to be enough. Step one, you just need to build trust. Grassroots coaching builds that experience and builds that foundation. It's going to help you with match management, how to manage parents, and how to communicate with your players and the team. You can stick with this until you've achieved your level 2 qualification. You need to make sure you build that trust before you start thinking about income. Step 2, you can look into adding schools for stability. This is going to be your reliable source of weekly income. It's going to open doors to different players and parents in your area that you can introduce to your businesses, your one-to-one coaching, and other teams and programs that you might be running. You're going to become known locally within your area, which will build trust and credibility to your name. And it's the perfect foundation to grow other offers that you might have. Step 3, turn that school coaching into your player base. Don't just coach there and leave. Offer after school clubs. Offer some sort of program where you can build your name and build trust and have reliable customers who believe in you and are willing to transition with you into your next role. You can run weekend sessions, one-to-one sessions, or evening groups with a lot of these players. The school then becomes your marketing engine. You don't need to market the traditional ways that most businesses do because your target market is right there. Step 4 is looking into your own private clients, building a £1,000 to £3,000 a month private coaching system. This is about building consistent weekly bookings and building up your income as quickly as possible. Even £30 an hour will massively boost your income. But if you become an experienced coach who's highly qualified, you can charge a lot higher rates. If you can get a client base anywhere from 8 to 20 clients per week, you're looking at a very strong income level. Step 5, look at weekly group training. This is going to be high profit, low effort. These kids are going to prefer to train with their friends rather than training alone in a one-to-one coaching environment. 10 kids paying £8 an hour is £80 an hour. That's more than a one-on-one rate, and it's a lot lower effort for you. Now, if we're looking at multiple groups, you can really build a major income level. Step 6, with that business, look at launching your own holiday camps. Parents need childcare, especially during times of holidays. It's a chance to build a big income during a short time. Use these camps to advertise your weekly sessions. Anyone who's new and is joining these holiday camps and doesn't really know about your sessions can be marketed to and can be brought in to your weekly sessions to build up your numbers. These camps can really boost your reputation very fast. And step 7, you have the option of looking into academy level coaching. It's not required for a full-time income. It does add credibility and connections to your portfolio, and it helps justify higher prices, but it's not necessary. If you combine academy level coaching with your own private coaching business, you can get really good results. And so your full-time income starts when you decide to create it. You don't need permission and you don't need to be waiting for the right opportunities to come your way. You need to build those opportunities to create your own income. Momentum will build once you start running your own sessions. You'll get marketing through word of mouth, through reputation. Parents are going to talk, players are going to talk, and you're going to grow with time. You just have to trust the process and keep trying your hardest. And so here's a recap of all of the opportunities we've looked at so far in this video. Grassroots is there to build experience. Schools are there for income stability. Private coaching is where you're going to start to build a big income. Group coaching is where you can really scale up your income. You can really go from 0 to 100 very quickly. Holiday camps is where you can get fast money and exposure to your business. And academy level coaching is optional, but it can really build your credibility and can allow you to charge much higher prices. You combine all of these together and you're looking at a full-time coaching career. And so overall, to finish this video off, building a full-time coaching income is a system. It's something that you need to keep working on. Don't just rely on one job, build multiple streams of income. You need those multiple streams to earn a full-time living. And so lots of people think that it's hard to be. And so lots of people believe that it's hard to be a football coach, but football can pay only if you build it right. Hopefully you found that video helpful. If you did, leave a like down below and I'll see you on the next one.